Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and today we're making grilled ripe plantains with a delicious sauce paired with fried mackerel fish. Now we are starting off with some ripe plantains. I'm using 3 pieces for this recipe, and these are properly ripe plantains, not overly ripe and not underripe. Now let's peel this. When peeling your plantains, you can either use your hand if the skin of the plantain decides to bulge, or you can use a knife like I'm using in the video to give it a score and then easily peel it. It's this simple. Once peeled, do this for the rest and then you can easily cut off any defects. Now I'm going to take each plantain and score them lightly. This will aid in faster cooking or faster grilling when this gets into the oven, or if you decide to use a grill, this makes it faster to get cooked all the way through. Now you can see how lightly they are. I'm not cutting them all the way through, but cutting them just enough for the heat to be able to pass through to get to the middle of the plantains faster. Now, since I'm using my oven to grill this plantain, I'm lightly oiling my wire rack as well as my plantain. This will enable them not to get stuck when I'm grilling them in the oven. You can decide to put a baking pan with some foil to catch the excess grease for the first 5 to 10 minutes when the plantain starts to get cooked, and then take that out while it cooks further. Now put your plantains in the oven. Let's make our sauce. So now for this sauce, I'm using some green onions, that's spring onions as it's known. I'm also cutting up some Scotch bonnet, some garlic, some ginger, and I'm just breaking this down because I'm using a small blender so you can blend everything faster. In a clean pot, I'm adding some mackerel fish that has been cleaned and the guts of the fish has been removed, so this is perfectly ready to cook. I'm going to steam this for 5 minutes with some spices just to get some flavor into the fish before we fry this up. Now I'm adding some chili pepper, some curry, some salt, black pepper and Knorr seasoning cube. I'm just lightly seasoning this up. You can use seasonings that you love using. Anything goes just to give the fish some delicious spices. Now I'm rubbing in spices into the fish because mackerel is a really bland fish, so I want it to have some flavor, and then I'm going to simmer this for 5 minutes, flipping through. While that simmers, I grinded up my pepper mix, and then we're going to go back to cooking our fish. And once the 5 minutes is up, I'm going to take this from the fire and then fry this in some vegetable oil. Remember not to throw away this liquid gold. It's going to go into our sauce. Now let's fry our fish in some vegetable oil until fully fried and golden brown. Once this is fried just the way it is, now I'm going to get this off the oil and into some kitchen paper to soak up the oils. Now in your pan, get some red oil or palm oil as it's called, and then we are adding our grinded pepper sauce in. Now we allow this fry for a bit, and then we add in our fish water or liquid gold like I call it. Adding up this water, remember it was spiced together with the fish. You wouldn't need to add extra seasoning in your sauce. Now I'm adding in some sliced onions and mixing that together, as well as ground crayfish. This is very important in African cooking. This is a very nice ingredient that adds a lot of flavor into your cooking. And once this is fried up, get it off the fire. It's time for you to get your plantains out of the oven. Now you can look at your beautiful ripe and grilled plantains. This is ready to be served, and then you can have the perfect bite with some plantains and some fish This is absolutely delicious. This is a really simple recipe. If you love this recipe, please subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you in the next video.